must guard your heart. And the way that the Israelites were defeated, going back to Numbers chapter 22, verse 24, and thinking of kind of how this might apply and how we can see in this. Balaam was a prophet in those days, and the Israelites, they were fighting foreign armies, and Balaam was their prophet, and this foreign king recognized, man, we can't beat them. We just can't beat the Israelites because they have the prophet. They have this prophet that knows everything we're going to do, and just it's like God is speaking through him. And so this foreign king named Balak, he says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to coerce Balaam so he can tell us what to do. He can tell us a favorable prophecy or fortune, and then we can have the victory over the Israelites. In this story of Balaam in Numbers chapter 22 through 24, the way that he's able to do it is he actually gives 3 prophecies, and they're all true. And the king is like, I paid you this money. Why aren't you doing this? And he says, well, I can only say what God tells me. Like, I'm a prophet. I just can't help it. That's the only thing I can do. But Balaam, he was a bad prophet. He was greedy. He said, but here's what I can do. I can tell you a secret. I can tell you this is how you defeat the Israelites. It's if you have to defeat them from the inside. You have to lure their heart away. You have to go after their heart. And so what they did was bring in all these foreign gods and bring in all these idols. And over time, it lured the Israelites away. And we're the same way. We have to guard our heart because everything flows from it. And one of the ways you've got to guard your heart is because when you think about it, you need to prepare. Maybe you're not married, you're looking to date, whatever words, they use different words now, but whatever words it is, you're just talking to somebody, you're dating, you're going out, whatever the words are, you should look for somebody you want to marry. Not the one person, not the one person is the one you choose and say, I'm going to love this person. I promise I'm going to love this person. But there's this sort of idea out there because people will say, well, after time, I just fell out of love. And I think people are afraid of falling out of love because they think love is some sort of ethereal thing, some sort of feeling you have, and maybe I had the wrong person, or maybe I thought they were the right person and I did love them, but then I fell out of love, which is also not a biblical concept. That is a cultural concept from the world. That's not from God's word. That's not what God tells us about what love is, because love is a choice. And you have this thought that, if I just date enough people, if I'm just intimate with enough people, I can gain experience. But that's almost like a doctor when they're working in their field, it's called practice. A doctor gets better as he's doing the thing that he was trained to do, and he's working at it, he's practicing at it. What do they practice? They work at it to gain experience making people well. That's what they practice. They practice making people well, so they just keep doing it and keep doing it and work at it, making people well. They learn something, make the next person well. But instead, we kind of take the flip side and say, well, I'm just going to work at breaking up with people. I'm going to work at dating as many people, then breaking up, or having casual, intimate relationships and then breaking those off. Serial intimate dating is practicing separating relationships, not forming healthy ones. So you don't just fall out of love, but you fall out of practice.